Hey everyone, I thought it was about time for another reading update. I'm considering doing these more often, about every week, so it can be a bit more consistent. I recently switched to more digital reading. I'm reading more on my phone, which means I'm also reading more, because I have my books with me all the time. If I have a bit of free time, I'm noticing I'm reading more. And so, which is a good thing. But yeah, my reading speed, like more the amount I'm reading, increases. So recently I finished Contact by Carl Sagan. This is a first contact story. It's well known. Even a movie has been made about it. But yeah, this follows a woman who is like scanning the universe for signals from possible intelligence. And at some point they do discover one. Well, they discover a signal, and they try to find out what kind of signal it is and what it means. And so it focuses a lot on that signal, focuses a lot on how the world responds to it, how religion responds to it, and all facets of the human race. And it's definitely a hard science fiction novel. It's a bit dry at times, especially the middle part. It drags a little bit. It focuses a lot on how humans respond to this signal and on what extraterrestrial signals will do to the human race. And yeah, I thought the middle part was a bit slow, a bit dry, but in the end, the ending was really good. Like the last about a quarter was really fascinating, and the way he makes everything matter in the end was really well done. I thought, but yeah, I thought the middle part could have been a bit. I think if he cut like 100 pages from this book, I think it would have been a lot better. But yeah, overall, definitely was worth it, and yeah, I would still recommend it. I'm currently reading the Wishsong of Shannara. This is the third book in the Shannara trilogy. I didn't really like the first one. I really liked the second one, Elfstones, and I feel like this one is a little bit in between. This one takes place about 20 years after the second novel. The two main characters are the son and daughter of Will Omsford, the main character of the second novel. And because there's less of a time skip, more characters from the second novel are alive during this one. And so there's a bit more of a connection there. It's the same thing in this third novel. There's a evil Dark Lord, basically, who is trying to take over the world. And we have two main characters in this one. Bryn, a female, a girl, and Jer, her brother. And they both possess the power of the Wishsong, which is basically a magical ability. And only they can stop the Dark Lord. And so Alanon appears again and takes them on this journey to save the world, basically. So yeah, it's definitely another quest fantasy, very Tolkien-esque. I thought the first 100 pages were pretty bad, or bad, but more of the same what we've seen. It reminded me a lot of Sword of Shannara. Afterwards, when they get on this quest, it gets a little bit better, but it's definitely more of the same. But yeah, Bryn and Jer end up being split apart, and they both end up with a few companions on their quest. And definitely Jer ends up with a more fun companionship. There's definitely one character here which stands out. I think it's the best character Terry Brooks has written so far. which really helps. But a lot of the characters are pretty flat, you know, pretty tropey, and so they're pretty forgettable, except for maybe that one character, which is really a really fun character. And the plot so far is pretty predictable, and he pretty much goes through the motions you expect so far. And yeah, I feel like Terry Brooks knows what he's good at and he sticks to that, and really lacks a bit of ambition in trying something new. That's a little bit what I'm missing here, but it's getting better the longer it goes on, so I hope the second half of this novel is a little bit better. Yeah, it's definitely not bad, but it misses a little bit of ambition with Terry Brooks trying new things, which is a bit of a disappointment, because I also read Magician a few weeks back, and it felt much fresher and much more, you know, trying new things, and I missed it a little bit here. But yeah, I have to see. I'll definitely keep reading it, and hopefully it gets a bit better. Afterwards, I plan on reading Ambition, which is the second novel in the Legends of the Galactic Heroes space opera series. I read the first one, Dawn, recently. I also did a review on it, and at first I didn't really like it, but the more I think about this novel, the more I appreciate it. You know, I had to get used to the writing style. This writing style leads to a lot of potential in what this series could become. Definitely looking forward to this one. Like I said, I did a review of the first one. Didn't get a lot of views, which doesn't matter because I knew this series isn't really well known. But I hope me focusing on it a little bit more will make it a little more well known and a little bit more popular. But because I think this series does, you know, deserve that kind of attention. Yeah. It's like 200 pages, it's a pretty short read, so I hope it's a little bit better. I hope it focuses a little bit more on the characters. They get fleshed out a little bit more, which I think the series needs a little bit. Yeah, but plot-wise it should be fine. I'm really curious where the story goes. And for else, I did also a review of Magician on this channel, which did really well. I got like a notification on my phone that it was my first video over 100 views. So I'm glad people are noticing it. I really enjoyed that book. Yeah, I hope people watching that review, if even a few people will pick up that book and try it, and I would definitely appreciate it. And I definitely plan on doing more reviews in the future. But yeah, that's my reading. Like always, let me know what you're reading. And until next time.